Buried down low by Jackson.
Just banged into John Holland for the first two of the night.
His game has developed, hasn't it?
Very much so.
Made some outside shots.
Here's Bridges. Quick double from Waters. Brunson drives it and draws a foul. And that's a minute in. Here comes Puerto Rico and Waters.
He's got a pull-up game, step-back game, and a good defender as well.
Right on cue, Bill. They're a one.
They will get a lot of runouts, I think, on if they challenge deep shots. Those long rebounds, nice. Again, a great defender in Waters.
And Pinheiro will work his way into Jackson.
He's a confident kid. Draymond played all over the world. Averaged 17 points in the Americas qualifier. Look at that little strip. Set him up beautifully. Nice little give at the end here.
We mentioned that Waters has the most experience of anybody on Team Puerto Rico at the NBA level. He's played 40 games, mostly for Boston. They are without Jose Alvarado, who would have the most experience in his tibia, though, in February, and that has prevented him from playing with Team Puerto Offensive pest at the NBA level.
Pinheiro from Quebradillas in the Superior League.
That's right.
I agree. He's got some game, too. I think
Absolutely does.
Gotten stronger looking. Needs more time.
Here's Bridges. Lines up a three. He's got an unorthodox delivery, but he shot it very well this past year. Puerto Rico's got the 2-point advantage.
Now, this is a confident team. Holly mentioned experience. Nice little discard. What a beautiful pass from top.
Condit is able to put it home. Had to clutch in midair. Got it back. Fires away.
What a great pass by Brunson. A little tight early, I think, aren't they?
Sure. Does that feel typical for all teams at this level when they're starting off, right?
In particular for them, you know, haven't been together, feeling one another. Really working on rotations, too. Who's going to start? Who's going to come off the bench as this progresses? But how about that? Walk them up the lane. Nice.
Pinheiro blocked by Ingram. Bridges found Brunson.
Nice run by Edwards.
There he is for the dunk.
Brunson's field. Extraordinary.
There's a reason that Steve Kerr has been so vocal with his praise of Brunson. Stepping in to really lead Team USA. Nice backdoor. Pinheiro is able to put it home. That's rare to see Bridges get beat on the baseline.
And how about that? Ortiz, though, with a nice pass as well.
It's a good staff for Team Puerto Rico as well. Here's Edwards.
Strong going to the rim.
Sure was.
Jackson.
U.S. back within 2. Waters, confident looking shot.
Can't leave him, though.
Waters.
A lot of similarities in what they run with the ball screen, the runouts. Nice dive. Pretty pass.
The erasure by Jackson, the NBA leader in blocks per game the last 2 years.
Yeah, he gets 3 a game.
Only Brook Lopez had more total blocks than Jackson in the NBA this past season. And Jackson with his second bucket.
It's just a beautiful elbow ISO. Strength prevailing at the rim.
Brunson's arms, I saw him about 4 months ago, and you can just tell how much work he's put in the offseason. There's Ingram. U.S.
I think his dad would agree with that. He was more of a combo.
He's become a true scoring point guard, though, so I think the second-round pick. And most of his time with the Boston Celtics. He's played in Puerto Rico, France. He's won a Puerto Rico title. And he's tied the game up. He's got 4 of the 10. Off the Jackson screen. Brunson the fake. Finds Jackson.
That kind of was a little late, a little confusing.
There's a large ovation starting to take place. We'll tell you why in a moment. Speaking of good passes, Waters to Condit.
How about that? Drew 2. Beautiful bounce pass delivery. He's not afraid to go, and he runs people off right up their back. Nice hands by Bridges.
Running with Brunson. He'll take it himself.
That's that length. The Nile in the wing.
Going in a year.
He was at Wichita State when we first saw him.
Yep.
And, of course, then at Oklahoma. First look. How about that? And he lets everybody know.
Off the bench with the trade, a 5-point United States lead.
Nice little job he can do. He can run the point a little bit, play off the ball. And I guess more importantly is this, well, you got to challenge him all the time out there. Waters, they got the mismatch, a nice little exchange.
Ingram. Good help defense by Pinheiro. They got it back to Ingram for three.
Nice shot, finally taking advantage of the size disparity. Edwards, old-fashioned little chest delivery. Ingram responds.
Largest U.S. lead.
Well, let's go.
That seems to be a common theme with the guys that are on this roster, too.
That is a great point. People understanding their work habits is just incredible. Nice little pull-up. Why not? One of the top.
U.S. has Reeves, Halliburton, Banchero, Portis, and Johnson, and Austin Reeves with back-to-back buckets off the bench.
Wow. I think the answer is going to be hitting the screen to get done. He's got some range and not afraid to jack him.
Yep. Tyrese Halliburton, who had a fabulous year with the Pacers this year, finds Portis, the elder statesman at 28 years of age on this team.
Romero, unaccustomed to playing that far from the goal.
First double-digit lead for the United States.
Look at this kid. He is not afraid no matter the size guarding. They've got Portis, a good defender. Didn't matter. They don't get back, though.
Banchero with the clutch in the score.
They don't get back, though.
Banchero with the clutch in the score. The NBA's one overall pick by Orlando.
Look at this kid. He is not afraid at all.
Puerto Rican roots for Tremont Waters. He's got a great story as to how he ended up playing for Puerto Rico.
I mentioned the one nice thing of Marcus not being here, you've got more shot opportunities.
That's 9.5 rebounds, really strong defender, energy guy off the bench, was third in Sixth Man of the Year voting this past season. This is your national team experience. It's very rare for a United States senior team, but a lot of promise.
But this is the process right now. Cultivating these guys, they get accustomed to nice little kick opposite. And Wheeler dealing. And look at this.
Ford, along with Wheeler out there for Puerto Rico. Stephen Thompson Jr. rounds it out. Banchero, Reeves, Cam Johnson, Halliburton, and Portis for Team USA. And there is Thompson again.
That nice little screen. Halliburton just a little late on the challenge. Jonas. Oh, pin down.
Reeves trying to defend the bigger Romero in the post. Thompson finds him. Wow, that's a tough pocket pass.
Through by Romero to present him. So say goodnight on this one. Get out of his way, Wheeler. Banchero gets up and down, can turn it up.
And he's done that while still adding the size he's added. Romero flips it up and in. Ishmael Romero, Cuban-born, defected to Puerto Rico just a couple of years ago, was eligible to play for the national team.
Boy, that open middle puts up.
Reeves separates and scores again.
He's an offensive player, this kid. He's a wizard, really. Confident performer on that end.
Howard,
look at the range.
Buries the three against Portis on the switch. Portis leaking out with Johnson, and Johnson jams it in.
Got to get back defensively.
Reeves to Banchero, and a foul.
Pretty
fast. But there's a lot to like, it does feel like, for Team USA so far.
Now, having done the NBA as often as you have, the similarities of
pin down, everybody's running pick and pop.
Right.
There's 5 or 6 actions, and Steve Kerr talked about it. Complex is not a word that we're going to use.
No.
Everything is going to an NBA title as a coach for Lou, and a lot of wins for Mark Few. Johnson,
good offensive player. Stand still shooter if you need it. Off the bounce.
Few remembers him a little bit too.
Sure. I think he started at Pitt, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
He's a Pennsylvania kid.
Yeah.
Howard, nice behind the back. Nice dish to Condit. Oh, careful there. Reeves was on the deck. Condit jammed it down.
But he was in position. Look at the run. Boy, you got to get back.
Foul on Wheeler was his first. Portis at the free throw line.
Incredible. Got to watch Marcus do his magic and wizardry at Marquette on many an evening. Special talent.
Yep. So now we'll see a little.
They do a great job getting side to side with their run-out screens at the end. Nice pass.
Condit, the move. Jackson, the tip. Deterred the shot. Halliburton. Ingram. Maneuvering. Oh, Phillip Wheeler comes over for the denial.
What a save. Boy, not giving up on a play. Showing a great deal of competitiveness. And this But they like that high-low pass.
Austin Reeves
Having some quarter.
off the bench. He's got 9.
I think he'll be a keeper with the Lakers. Huh?
Just signed a 4-year, $54 million off as well.
Brunson's going to have to concentrate, keep Waters away from the goal. Ooh, Jackson with a pretty good block.
Ortiz on the drive that time. They will call a foul. That is when Memphis struggled oftentimes. Remember, they were without Steven Adams for a good portion of the season as well. So when Jackson got into fouls, the presence to deter and
intimidate almost.
Very much so. Ortiz's first couple. And back to a 5.
Heads up always.
Finds his old buddy Mikal Bridges, and Waters snuck in from the backside. That would make Jose Alvarado proud on the sideline right there as he knocked it off U.S.
Well, that 1 year SEC Defensive Player of the Year, Waters. A nice little field, gets it off the left.
Waters nearly got it. Brunson on the push. Finds Ingram. Got Ortiz out of the way, and it's going to be a defensive foul here. I thought maybe there was a shot Ingram would get called for it.
And a continuation, too. I love Brunson giving the ball up early. Let somebody else make the decisions. Here's an opportunity. Ortiz, I'm sure, feels he was a good position.
Great season, career-high numbers, but only played 45 games as he dealt with ankle and toe injuries. He was good friends with Jerry Stackhouse. Stackhouse ended up being his AAU coach. And Stack's done a nice job.
Randy, he sure had. Need a little more distance, space.
Edwards just celebrated his 22nd birthday on Saturday. Had that one knocked away by Holland. Loose ball. Good effort by Bridges, and Edwards takes it in.
That was the elbow call. A little pin down to give an open opportunity to Edwards. Whew, he can be electrifying at that rim.
Boy, he works hard. We're told he passed up on a Young Jeezy concert on Saturday to go to the gym and work out. Another 3. This time it's Jordan Howard, his second of the night. Well, U.S. pushing the pace after made baskets, too. Bridges, the turnaround. There's that extension in size.
Great poise and balance, too.
At the NBA level.
Good Jordan. Who needs Jordan, huh? Nice
Edwards to Bridges.
Boy, did they pay attention about running.
We've been talking about it, pushing the pace, and he made a good point, Steve. I know you're getting your wind, getting used to the pace, but you want to keep sprinting.
Well, they do a nice job with that role, don't they?
Condit and Waters have done an ancestry and wanted him to play for the Puerto Rican national team. His dad, George, played college football at Iowa State. Alan Banchero again, so his second. That's the 4th on the United States with 90 seconds left in the quarter.
One thing.
It's a Corliss High School in Chicago. Condit frustrated at himself, one true citizen, natural-born player, but that's why you see a lot of California kids, a lot of United States kids on Puerto Rico's team that have some ancestry.
Nice save.
Oh, what a play by Ingram to find Bridges. Puerto Rico, Pinheiro kind of gave up on the ball a little bit.
Passing lane.
Boy, he's playing some defense now, huh?
Nice look for an open 3.
Brunson off target. Tap by Banchero. Grab by Holland. Here comes the 34-year-old from the Bronx.
Why is it always age with you?
Listen, I'm older than all of these guys. I'm starting to transition into that era of my life where I'm older than the players I cover.
A nice steal again by Waters. Played the passing line.
Half a minute to go. A 10-second different shot in game clock. Brunson, tough left-hand finish. His natural hand. Clock is off for Waters.
Usually that ball screen open middle opens up a 3-point shot. Oh, he's doing it on his own. Look at this footwork.
Oh, nicely done by Waters into traffic. A denial there.
Ingram gets the foul, I think.
Waters has eligibility to play for the Puerto Rican national team, and 37 of his 40 games for Boston shorts. That's a common story with a lot of international players that you're going to see in the FIBA World Cup coming up. Well,
yeah, talent and moxie.
Here's Brunson. Speaking of moxie,
he's gonna raise his game. He knows this.
This is Pinheiro.
Taking advantage of the mismatch now.
Oh, Brunson stood him up defensively. Pinheiro another chance. Got it to go.
Size prevails. USA team to push.
Just like that. Heard Steve Kerr implore. Picks up the offensive foul, his second personal. Good rotation, Ingram.
Wow. A little too much help sniffing on that roll, that mid-screen roll.
Run to start the third quarter, the largest lead for the United States at a dozen. Waters cuts right back into it.
Can't go under on him.
Scrum afterwards. Waters misses that free throw. Being told it was an unsportsmanlike foul. No technical officially, so it doesn't go down as a technical foul towards disqualification. Waters with 4 of the 6 for Puerto Rico here in the third for Nelson Colon.
He's got to be impressed with his team.
Of NBA players, but 3 of the 4 events they've come up short have been 3 of the last 5 World Cups. Trying to change that. Brunson, strong drive, exactly what you talked about, Rev. You guys going to come out a little stronger.
Well, the Bankera on the floor. I'll get to it in a moment. Open steal.
Bridges again.
How about that dexterity? You're going to see a lot of this in the next couple of weeks. Bankera playing the 5 spot. He can bring his DiVincenzo. Those guys are going to know the subway system in New York. Right?
Yeah, opportunity for DiVincenzo with some money opened up for the New York Knicks. There's Hart, who came over in a trade.
Just great to watch this kid. Leaves everything out there, every performance, every little things, the dirty things.
He's one of the absolute best rebounding guards in the NBA.
Nice pass again.
Edwards. That won't go. It's Bridges with the offensive rebound. Third chance. That's short.
Great hustle, though. Got to stop the ball.
It's Waters. A pull-up pop would not go. Good hustle at the other end by Condon and an and one.
Kid gives you effort. He's got a great motor. The more you watch him, boy, never gave up on that particular play. Look at 4th one down, and look at this commitment. Out wrestling, big time effort. Spent some time with the other day, the dad, the assistant at Oregon State, but more importantly, overcame.
Numbers for the United States. Bankera with the ball fake.
Nice.
Go to Edwards.
Look at all the white shirts at that end. 4. These kids have only been together 2 days.
Yep.
In practice.
Well, look at them running out. All those white jerseys getting down the floor, including Brunson.
He does that so well in college. The fake handoff and keep going.
A little bit of that from Luka Doncic while he was in Dallas. Kind of picked up on that, and obviously being a lefty, it's a little bit of a different. What a skilled young player this is in the NBA, and really started to add the attitude. Alley on September the 2nd, but when he found out what the schedule was for Team USA and their FIBA World Cup run, decided let's move this up. Nice third quarter defensively for Team USA. Edwards against Waters. The turnaround off glass.
Big time kiss out of Georgia.
Into double figures going.
What strength and upper body he has.
And you can just tell he's gotten bigger in the offseason. A lean forward. Oh, he did a lot of that in Wisconsin for
Wisconsin, sure.
College ball in Madison.
Yes, he lives in Atlanta, right?
Yep. Speaking of Georgia, there's Edwards, who now leads the way for Team USA with a dozen. Oh, and Wheeler got his fingertip on that Bankero pass. Wheeler with a clutch block by Bankero.
A floorboard. Look at this effort.
Thompson, no. Condon does it again. Playing some exciting ball.
That is incredible.
And Steve Kerr called a timeout. Good hustle by Condon.
Well, I think he was mad because not enough white shirts came down to compliment that block.
There's Reeves.
The more they're together, the more understanding of what position on the floor, where you want the ball. And he can really light it up when he wants to. Really
11 in the quarter for Anthony Edwards now. Just 22 years old. Waters working with Romero. Nice dive and a foul called on Bankero as he tried to recover defensively.
Boy, he just showed, trailed. I mean, that's just a terrific defensive set.
So as this showcase continues, the next 2 games will be overseas. That being said, Ricky Rubio, who's been an absolute star on the international stage for Spain, has said that he's going to take a break for his mental health, which certainly I respect and appreciate. And Rubio's going to take some time away, but they have the Hernan Gomez brothers. They still have Rudy Fernandez, who's been one of the great players in Spanish basketball history.
Big-time challenge, I think.
It's going to get harder. Yeah. It is going to get a little bit harder as these showcase games go.
A little disagreement on the inbounds. I think a challenge. Yeah, review.
18 assists on 31 baskets. Wheeler and scores it against Reeves in a foul.
There's that open middle again. It is devastating. Try and contain the bounce. Clever use. Reeves on an island, really. And nobody is home at that rim.
Philip Wheeler.
I'm sorry. Pretty good job without the ball. Great cutter. Can't get your mom mad at you, though.
Halliburton, Reeves, and Bridges, the 5 for the U.S. Portis over Wheeler.
That mid-post is tough. Missed him down the floor.
Johnson in the paint. Got it.
Pretty. Not just a three-point shooter.
Yep.
He's got a little mid-range game.
Defense by Portis. On the help.
Again, Reeves really reads the... Look at this cut.
Off to Johnson.
Overpowering that offensive flow. Quick hitter.
It is Howard. Rebound Reeves.
Always looking up, though.
There's that ISO. Portis.
Once again. He's just giving Durant a little something on the side of Jimmy Green.
Bobby Portis is a true.
Green is not playing. He creates them. Interesting.
The media savvy Draymond Green. I think maybe Bobby just wants some podcast time more than anything else. You mentioned it. Bobby Portis off the bench had 23 double-doubles and then added 15 more when he was a starter this year for Milwaukee. From his 5-year, $260 million for Halliburton.
He does a great job spinning. And boy, well prepared defensively.
Another push. Portis, the seal, was able to run it down. Reeves on the attack. Portis on the tip-in.
What effort.
He goes, no, no, no. Not only that, he's the energy guy in the middle of February when you're closing in on the All-Star break and you're playing 3 games in 4 nights and you don't want to play. He's the one that gets you going in the locker room as Bridges knocks down the jumper.
Speaking of getting the good,
Get you going in games 54 and 55 in the middle of the season.
Johnson with a good challenge. Look at the little tip here.
Halliburton to Johnson.
Quick timeout. Showing it all right now. Loosey-goosey.
Playing with a little joy here in the second half.
It's unbelievable. Thompson very good with his shots at the rim.
Oh, step through by Jackson. Boy. But it's a lot of length regardless of who's on the guard.
Look at that step back.
Ooh, that was nice. That was nice.
He can be nasty.
He breaks the 20-0 run. Johnson looking to answer.
Again, that's part of the overall philosophy. Get yourself down the floor, shorten it with good pass.
Here's Howard trying to escape Reeves.
Hey, Reeves moves his feet. Now, pretty good counter.
Yep. I agree with you, though, on Reeves defensively. I saw a lot of him late in the season. Good denial that time, and Jackson the rebound. Well, Reeves really puts his nose in there defensively.
Very competitive.
Brunson. Johnson flies in and got it to go somehow.
He's more than just a shooter.
Yeah.
The more you watch
players that won a gold medal. Steve unfortunately suffered a knee injury, so didn't get to play in the run to the gold. Nice slip to Jackson from Halliburton.
Again, the open middle.
Double-digit
character, the style, his understanding of people, his feel.
Just ball influence in his life. Alec, chief among them, is a very athletic family that Walker comes from. A much better season than Rudy Gobert did for Minnesota. What a year for Walker Kessler.
Well, they were trying to too many feet.
He's the 4th leading shot blocker in the NBA this year. 100.
He's got a great ability on a drive off his man of going over and blocking the shot.
Italian citizen on his dad's side. Happy to represent Team USA.
He's going to have a hard time getting a reservation in an Italian restaurant, I think. They were so despondent, you know.
Yeah, that's right. You have to let Mario make the call instead. 3 minutes left. Edwards over Wheeler. Short. There's Kessler with the offensive rebound.
Nice pass and cut.
Edwards to Halliburton for 3.
Easy game, huh? Nice kick out.
Looking inside, Howard to 4. Not
Nice
an
pass.
easy pass. That was nice.
Opponents, too.
Yep.
Matchups.
And I imagine it's tough, too. Not a lot of tape. Not a lot of...
No.
It made the finals this year. Few's got almost 700 wins at Gonzaga. And then Tyronn Lue won a couple of titles as a player. Stars for the Knicks and Nets now. Loose ball to Kessler.
Get back, didn't bounce the floor, didn't push it.
Attention to detail so important.
Yeah. Nice hands that time. Johnson.
Reeves to Halliburton with the hammer.
Give the assist to Johnson. He's the one that started it.
Yep, great defense at that end of the floor. 9-8. Basically over the last quarter. Tough shot. Good one there from Howard. Smooth. 80 seconds left. Halliburton
Nice
with
cut.
Another assist. Kessler finishes it. That's 12 dimes.
The hands for Kessler.
Get the block officially, but the deterrence that you said. Banchero with the clutch and the jam.
Say good night.
Little punctual.
The ball.
Yep. Howard. Yes.
That's one to look at. Say, how could you leave him open?
Guy scored almost 3,000 points in college, man. Each with